The Great Depression, the peak of US unemployment was 24.9%. Now, the Fed thinks that it could be as 32% for this new recession, and that is according to CNBC of March 30th, 2020. This means that the employment peak will be when we are seniors and looking for jobs. We can take a lesson from history and do what we did during the Great Depression. The United States should adopt the Green New Deal as a formal policy position. To show you why, I will discuss first how the New Deal recovered us from the Great Depression, second, how climate change is affecting us, and finally, positive impacts that the Green New Deal will bring our country. The New Deal will recover our country by creating jobs and turned our economy around, and that is what the Green New Deal will do too. According to CNBC, March 30th of 2020, economists at Fed St. Louis project total employment reduction by 47 million jobs, which, as I indicated earlier too, would be a 32% unemployment rate. This means it's going to be worse than the Great Depression. According to History.com, September 10th of 2019, history professor Nelson Lichtenstein said that reforms put in place by the New Deal encouraged labor movement, wage growth, purchasing power, and Social Security. This led to economic upturn that the Green New Deal will also do. The Green New Deal isn't just the New Deal all over again. It's creating government-sponsored jobs that will reduce our carbon footprint so we can restart the economy. From showing how the New Deal helped us, let's talk about how the Green New Deal can help us with climate change. Climate change is affecting us now and our future lives. But the Green New Deal brings a solution to this problem. According to the New York Times of February 21st, 2019, the goal of the Green New Deal is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions along with fixing economical inequality and racial injustice. Now, people will say that climate change isn't real. However, look at the facts, like increase of CO2 in the atmosphere, and also rising sea levels and global temperatures. And realize that soon nothing can reverse what is happening to our planet. It is our responsibility as humans to follow the Franciscan value of responsible stewardship and to help our planet and its people. So, according to CNN of March 2nd, 2020, the Green New Deal states that beef is responsible of 41% of livestock emissions, which is around 14.5% of the global emissions. If we could get Americans to change their diet and to eat less meat, we can eliminate a huge portion of greenhouse gases. As a society, we are doomed if nothing is done. Soon, coastal cities around the US like Los Angeles, New York, and Miami will be underwater and not be able to be saved. And that's just to name a few. So according to the previously stated CNN article, the Green New Deal states that by 2050, they want renewable energy to be about half of the country's energy supply, with steep drops of coal and nuclear energy. Now people will say, how will they replace the jobs of coal miners or nuclear engineers? Well, with the influx of the new energy, they're going to need new people with hydroelectric engineers and solar engineers. The Green New Deal doesn't only deal with climate change, though. It has some great impacts. There are a ton of positive impacts of the Green New Deal. According to CNN, March 2nd of 2020, it wants to strengthen the trades and unions, and protect all workers and make the unions as strong as they once were. Now, the reason why they've been falling is just because they've been losing workers due to different policies. So by implementing the Green New Deal, it will bring those workers back. This is important because that's important because they've both been losing workers. According to the previously stated CNN article, the Green New Deal states that it's providing all people in the United States with a high quality healthcare, housing, economic security, and access to clean water and affordable food. This is the biggest part of the deal, in my opinion. Just the way that it's going to help our citizens in the future and make sure that no one is suffering. So according to Vox, March 30th, 2019, the Green New Deal is not a new concept and has been around since 2007, where it started off in local governments in New York State. So the reason why I think this is a positive impact is that people will understand what's happening and they know what's going on, so they won't be shocked or surprised about this new thing. So today we have covered over first how the New Deal recovered us from the Great Depression. Second, how climate change is affecting us, and finally, positive impacts that the Green New Deal will bring our country. The U.S. needs to adopt the Green New Deal to help our country and going through this predicted recession. While now our world isn't looking too bright, we can change that by implementing new policies to help us out.